You guys are going to feel so much better when you get the ideal routine down with your productivity and fitness. I think one of the biggest reasons why people fall into a rut is that they're not being productive with their work, their fitness, their family life. Maybe they're functioning, but they're not operating at peak efficiency. So what I would recommend you do today is figure out what is the best time for you to do deep work, what is the best time for you to work out, and I'll give you what works for me and my clients. For a lot of my clients, you can kind of know what's a good starting point for you to experiment. But once you have that flow state, that momentum, but you also know how to get into momentum. If you ever get out of momentum, you're going to live a much higher quality of life. And as Muslims, we get into momentum with our deen first thing of the day with Fajr. So the first thing I always recommend is go to Fajr at the masjid if you can, especially if you're a brother. Now, at some point this year, it's going to get at like 4:30 a.m. For some of you, it's going to be 3 a.m. I get it. So maybe that's not realistic for you all summer long, but try to go to Fajr at the masjid as much as you can. That's your first win, gets you into momentum. Second thing, get whatever family stuff you have to get done, taking your kids to school, getting them ready, whatever it is. But if you feel like after that, you're not going to have time to go to the gym or work out or anything, you can actually fit it in between Fajr and taking your kids to school, especially if Fajr is really early. This is a great time to at least get some type of exercise. I have a lot of clients who do this, okay? So that's one of your first windows where you can get in that productivity time with your fitness, business, work, whatever it might be. Now, second window is after taking your kids to school if you have a couple hours before work. However, if you don't have a flexible schedule, it starts like right after that, you're gonna have to just do deep work in the morning, try to get your calls in the evening, but you can go to the gym midday, and that's what I'm doing right now, right? So it's 11 a.m., got a couple hours of work in, alhamdulillah, nice and productive, got some stuff done, about to work out, get some more work done afterwards. Best flow state. And when you're able to ride into that momentum, everything is just so much better, your results are better in every area of life, and you just feel a lot better. Now, the third time you could go to the gym is kind of more so in the evening. And I'm not really a big fan of that, but some people actually does work really well for them. But I'd say it's the least popular time. And that is because a lot of times that's family time, right? And also after work, you might be a little bit tired, so you're not going to necessarily have the best workout. So just find some times that you can stick to, find some times that work well for you, whether it's early morning, after Fajr, before handling family stuff, especially when Fajr is really early, whether it's after taking your kids to school, whether it's after getting your first few hours of work in. You can interchange those, be flexible or be rigid. Everybody's a little different, but get into that flow state. This is my reminder for you, if you haven't been 100% consistent with the gym, that once you get consistent, you're going to feel better, perform better, everything is going to be better, and you're going to be a lot more productive in all areas of life. But anyways, I just want to drop you guys this quick one. And there's a couple questions about like emotional eating and stuff like that. Actually, when you get this handled, you're going to be a lot less stressed out, and stress is one of the biggest drivers of emotional eating. But I'll do some more content on that specifically. But a couple tips. In fact, I just posted something, the 5 tips to stop emotional eating, giving into cravings, all that stuff. So check that out on my page. But one of them is handling your stress, not snacking on sugar during the day, being more structured with your nutrition, getting your protein and complex carbs during the day, getting your meal prep in makes a huge difference. So check out the other content on that. But the purpose of this video is just to give you guys a quick one on the importance of optimizing your schedule. So we're gonna hit the gym, and inshallah, I will see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.